Hello there and welcome to episode 11 of my Total Extreme Wrestling 2020 save, The Forbidden Door, where we take AEW, Impact Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling towards the next level, all three together, all three as one. Today obviously we've got Dynamite, so before we go into that we're just going to run you through the background of the previous episode of Dark, which happened in between the last two AEW episodes of the save. So Dark was quite simple. We had Fuego del Sol, Griff Garrison and Marco Stunt, obviously the Vlog Squad, taking on technically the elite of Michael Nakazawa, Brandon Cutler and Karl Anderson. And Fuego picked up the win in that match. We then had Hardy Family Office as Matt Hardy and Jorah Johal takes on the Bear Country. Hardy Family Office picked up the win there. Ruby Soho defeating Serena Deeb in a good technical match. And Frankie Kazarian, Lee Moriarty and Wheeler Yuta taking on Baron Black and The Acclaimed. Just giving them guys some just good technical wrestling, that is. Right, so now we've got Dynamite. Where are we holding it though? We are using the Temple Theatre Plaza Grand Ballroom in Tacoma, Washington. Obviously the former home of New Japan in America, but good stuff. So we've got, that's our home in that territory. Well, it's just 1,000 capacity, so we're going to sell this out quite comfortably. We probably could use a larger venue, but I'd rather just get this guaranteed crowd in. And I think it's more realistic that we wouldn't go to a big... If we were only expecting this amount of people, fans, we wouldn't go to like a bigger venue and like hope to just sell as much as we can. I want a sellout, so we're going for a sellout in Tacoma, Washington. And the show opens with CM Punk and the United Empire, of course, which is Jeff Cobb and Jonah Rock, taking on Team Taz, Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobb, and Hook. And these guys goes 15 minutes 48, gets a 55 overall, good ratings all around. CM Punk carry job pretty much. Hook getting a 23, which is he's getting better. The more he performs, especially with a match with someone like Punk in, the better he's going to do. Just needs to get a bit more over, really. Then he should start getting probably 40s. He's never going to be a main eventer, I don't think. But he's got potential. Cobb and Rock, however, could easily both be main events if they get over enough. What do we get in the dirt sheets? Jeff Cobb's got a Midas touch. Not bad. Not bad. And obviously Brandon Cutler, we really need to take him off Road Agent's work. But gets a 55. But it's the post-match which is interesting, as Punk, Cobb and Rock issue a challenge for anyone, and it's Moxley and Kingston who answer the call. Of course, the two people who Punk first teamed up with against Team Taz, and now they're a bit like, oh, hold on a second, we're better than the talent, we're better than these new hired guns you've got, so we're going to prove to you, we're going to show you how good we are, and we are going to beat them up. Which... that's sort of the direction this feud's going to start taking. Slowly, obviously, we're going to have many spinning plates for everybody involved. But we are looking for Punk versus Moxley at Full Gear. We then get a very interesting face-to-face. As Danielson is just walking backstage. And he sees Zack Sabre Jr. And they have this little stare-off. Just looking at this, like, obviously, Bryan Danielson is the technical award in the Wrestling Observer newsletter is named after Danielson. Yet Sabre Jr. has now won it more than Danielson has. So there is obviously tension there, and Danielson just offers a hand, congratulating him on Sabre Jr.'s G1 victory and wishing him luck at Wrestle Kingdom. Gets a 72 rating. Andrade and El Idolo versus Dustin Rhodes. Andrade El Idolo picks up the win with a Brillante driver after Blank, a masked man, completely covered up, runs in and attacks Dustin. There's no actual inkling of who this guy is. He's just masked. Gets a 62 rating. Caveman gimmick. If you can work it out based on that, I'll be very impressed. And then we've got Mark Henry and Paul White in the ring, obviously our reporters. Our elder statesmen reporters, the people who are here to break all the news, and this is what they're doing right now. They're going to be breaking the brackets and the groups for the six-man title tournament. Which is here. These are your brackets for the six-man tag team championship. We've got 2 blocks. There'll be 7 matches. Each rest group will have 7 matches in the blocks. And the top person of each block will face off in the final, whenever that will be, for the AEW Openweight 6-man tag titles. So these are our blocks. Block A, we have Daniel Garcia, Matt Lee and Jeff Parker, of course, 2.0. Orange Cassidy, Wheeler Yuta and Chuck Taylor of the Best Friends. Adam Cole and the Young Bucks of the Elite. Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn and Isaiah Cassidy of the Hardy Family Office. Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks and Hook of Team Taz. Colt Cabana, John Silver and Alex Reynolds of the Dark Order. Cody Rhodes, Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson of the Nightmare Family. Jake Hager, Ortiz and Santana of the Inner Circle. And Block B, Leo Rush, Anthony Bowens and Max Castro of Rush Enterprises. Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus and Marco Stunt of Jurassic Express. Austin, Colton and Billy Gunn of the Gun Club. Sean Spears, Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler of the Pinnacle. Jora Johal, the Butcher and the Blade from the Hardy Family Office. 10, Evil Uno and Grayson of the Dark Order. Nick Comoroto, Aaron Solo and QT Marshall of the Factory. And Dante Martin, Matt Seidel and Mike Seidel from High Flying Adored. So those are the 16 teams that are going to be in this tournament. They are going to be 7 matches for each team in the group stages. Very much like a Super Juniors G1 Tag League style tournament. And those matches will be taking place on Dark, Elevation, Rampage, and Dynamite. So they'll be on all 4 shows. You'll see the ones on Rampage and Dynamite, and I'll inform you, obviously at the start of each episode, of the ones which happen on the 2 Dark shows. Gets a 61 rating though for this angle. It's nice having Paul White and Mark Henry just to announce things. Jericho versus Ethan Page, of course, in a retirement match. It's a retirement threatening match because every match Jericho has now is a retirement threatening match. And Jericho picks up the win with the Judas effect of just over 10 minutes. Jericho is still getting 76s. I'm not retiring him. This story is going to go on for a long, long time. Gets a 68 rating. Great stuff. And Ethan Page thinks he'll be better off without Dan Lambert, which, if the game says so, I'm going to go for that. We're going to do a story about that on Rampage or Elevation or something. We then get MJF. It's hyping up Spears and FTR. Of course, they're in the Never Openweight, the Openweight 6-man tournament, not the Never Openweight, that's New Japan. And he plans a warm-up match for them on Rampage. He'll find a trio for his boys in the Pinnacle to face. Gets a 79, great promo work from MJF as you'd expect. And we're going to get a 6-man tag on Rampage, including the Pinnacle team. Eight women tag now, as Thunder Rosa, Shida, Anna Jay and Ty Conti defeats Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and The Inspiration. When Thunder Rosa pins Jamie Hayter with a reverse DDT, it's a bit of a carry job from Britt, getting a 63. Next highest was Shida with a 51. Weakest was Anna Jay, unfortunately, with that 36, but not too shabby. Gets a 57 overall. A lot of great stuff. A lot of good progress in this match. And obviously, Dean Malenko is always going to be a good road agent. And then the main event match gets a 70. Not bad. As Kenny Omega defeats John Silver in 1607 with the One-Winged Angel. Page distracts Omega a little bit. Like, he's at ringside with Silver. And that does distract Omega, but not enough. And Omega picks up the win. There is a few near falls for Silver. Nothing which anyone would really believe, though. It's one of those where you know who's going to win, but Omega's going to make Silver look great still. Gets a 70, which I'm really happy with. What could we have done better? Kenny Omega's inconsistent and Brandon Cutler as road agent. We need to get him off that role. And then the main event segment sees an 84 segment as Page, Silver, and Reynolds stand together across the ring from Omega and the Young Bucks, and we are getting the Dark Order, well, technically Page in the Dark Order, versus the Elite on Rampage this week. Great stuff. 84 rating. What do we get overall for this show? 71, which increases our pop, which is good stuff. And next episode will be Impact, so I guess I'll see you there. Bye.